Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. On today's episode, we will be learning how to do a straight beading. A straight beading can be used to achieve any preferred pattern of your choice. Also, do remember that there are other types of beading that can be used to also achieve any preferred pattern of your choice, but we'll be learning straight beading today. So this is my preferred choice of pattern. I have already taken my time to draw out my preferred pattern, and on here, this is the needle that I'm going to be working with. Is a size 12 needle, and I also have my pencil for drawing out my pattern and also my broken beads. Guys, you can use any type of bead, any bead of your choice, but I chose to use these broken beads for my design. Now please do subscribe to my YouTube channel while we get into the real deal. So the first thing we are going to be doing is to use my pencil to draw out my pattern so that it is going to be very visible for me to see and follow. If you have a colored pencil or a disappearing marker, you can use, but I choose to use my pencil. So I'm taking my time to draw out this pattern. Taking my time to draw it out. So drawing out your pattern is the first step to achieving whatever look that you want to achieve. So you take your time to draw out your pattern, your preferred pattern. So I'm done drawing out my pattern, and the next thing we are going to be doing is to get into the beading process. Now I've already threaded my needle and we are going to start beading. As you can see, I'm placing my needle on the wrong direction or opposite direction, as you can see. So I'm going to be taking a small piece so that when I put in my beads and I'm going through the right direction, it's going to cover the notch that I have there. So I'll go ahead and insert 2 broken beads. So once I'm done inserting it, I'm going to place my thread to make sure that I'm following the line that I just drew out. So once I'm sure that it's okay, I'm going to place it down, then pull my needle backwards to get the middle of the 2 broken beads that I just inserted. So I'm going to be bringing my thread out. And once I'm done bringing my thread out, I'm going to make sure that it is really firm. And I take my needle back to the first bead to bring it out, because from there I'm going to continue my beadwork. So after bringing out my needle through this second bead, or rather the first bead, I'm going to carefully pull out my thread. So this is to make the bead very firm and tight. So I'll go ahead to repeat the same process. So I'm putting 2 beads, and I'm making sure that it's following the line that I just drafted. I'm going to be putting my bead exactly where my bead stops, and I'll be taking it back to the midpoint of the 2 beads, and I'll be taking it out on the last bead. So this enables us have a continuous line of bead. As you can see, there is no demarcation, it's a straight line bead. So that is why it's called a straight beading. So just like I have been doing, I'm going to continue the same process, following my already drawn pattern. So just take your time to watch and understand, because actually I'm repeating the same process, following my drawn pattern. So I'm going to explain again. I'm going to place my 2 beads following the line that I've just drawn, and I'm going to be putting my needle exactly where my bead stops, and I'll take it back to the midpoint of the 2 beads that I just inserted, and then I'll be pulling out my thread and also pull back my needle in the last bead. Then I bring it straight out, and I go ahead to put another 2 beads. So if you watch, we're already getting closer to the curved part. So make sure that your line or your thread is following the pattern you drew. So you can see me putting my needle exactly where those 2 beads stop, exactly. So do not move even if it's a pinch further. Then I pull back my thread and I continue the same process. So actually the best bead to do this kind of curved patterns, it's sand beads. They will give you a perfect result than these broken beads, but I chose to use broken beads. Why? Because sand beads in black do not really give me that shiny look, so I went for this. So as you can see, we're getting to the curvy part, and there is nothing special that I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to keep doing what I have been doing from the beginning. So I'm going to be adding my 2 broken beads, and I'm going to place it to follow the curve, to follow the line. As you can see, I have to use my hand to place it down. Then I take it back to the middle of the 2 beads that I just picked. And I put it right back on the last bead. And I bring out my thread. And we go again with the process. can see me placing my bead to follow the curve. So guys, there is nothing different to do. There is nothing so different. We are just repeating the same process, following the line that we drew. So this is very simple to do. You just take your time. So as you can see, my straight beading is has already taken the shape that I wanted it to take. So I'm going to be filming this part so that you will see how I notch the end of my beadwork. So if you notice that your needle is taking a direction that you don't want it to take, you can always bring it back and make sure you get to the perfect middle of your beads. So this is the end of my line. So watch me see how I notch my thread. So I'll take it back again to the middle of my both beads. And I'm going to be notching it there. And once I notch it, I'm going to cut my thread. I'll split it into two and I notch it again. So I'm going to be using my lighter to finish off my thread. And this is the end result, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you found my video very helpful, do not forget to subscribe, like, and also turn on your notification button so you can get notified when I post a new tutorial. And also do not forget to like and drop your comments in the comment section. Remember, your feedbacks are very important to me. Bye.